When the Dynasty companies put in plans for a 40-story tall apartment skyscraper on one of the busiest intersections in town, they had to hire a traffic engineer. The engineer would tell the city of Houston how the project would affect all the traffic. Who did Dynasty choose for their new traffic study? Walter P. Moore. The result? Walter P. Moore's engineers concluded the 351 high-rise apartments and 17,000 square feet of restaurants wouldn't require any transit improvements at all. None. The reason? The traffic congestion was going to get a lot better, not worse, if Uptown would only use the right-of-way for those 2 dedicated bus lanes. Who did the study that recommended the bus lanes in the first place? Walter P. Moore. That's right. They simply used their old study to support their new study. You see, Walter P. Moore had been hired a year earlier by Uptown for a, quote, independent study of traffic problems in Uptown. That's where the bus lane idea came up. Walter P. Moore had been a contractor for Uptown for decades, so maybe we shouldn't be surprised that they actually recommended exactly what the Uptown bosses wanted to do. Not more lanes for cars, but ones just for buses that came by every several minutes. Uptown then uses the Walter P. Moore study to convince taxpayers to spend $300 million on the project. So let me get this straight. We're actually going to spend $300 million. That's a third of $1 billion, folks. Not on lanes for thousands of more cars, but on 2 lanes for buses. One going this way, one coming this way, every 8-10 minutes or so. You think that makes sense? They tell us that traffic congestion will be cut by 4% when folks who live and work in Uptown suddenly ditch their cars and hop on those expensive new Metro buses. Let's get all dressed up for a fancy dinner and take the missus on a bus down Post Oak. Really? Let's ask Russell Masraff how many of his restaurant customers now take bus 33 down Post Oak. So where did that 4% number come from? Walter P. Moore. That's right. 2 years earlier, Walter P. Moore was hired by the Alpha Tower to look at the effects of an 830,000 square foot office tower close to San Felipe and Post Oak. Same company. So you can see their big fancy engineering stamp on here. The engineers then said adding extra turn lanes at Post Oak and San Felipe would improve traffic congestion. But that 2013 traffic report said something even more important. Due to the limited right-of-way available, widening San Felipe wasn't feasible. So now we get the BRT, as it's called. It will actually eliminate some of the very medians that keep traffic flowing. It will also eliminate the only right turn lanes there are at Post Oak and San Felipe, even though Walter P. Moore, the same company, said they needed more turn lanes just years ago. But you folks at home, you taxpayers, don't worry. We can trust a company paid by Uptown for decades to recommend what Uptown should do with hundreds of millions of your dollars. Don't worry, it's just a third of $1 billion. We've got plenty.